Hi guys, good morning. Good morning. Happy Thursday to each and every one of you. How are you guys doing this beautiful morning? Now, the weather is awesome. I think we're at 80 something degrees today. It's beautiful. But guys, I always start the video by introducing myself. And my name is Nicola Thompson Harris. And I hail all the way from Guyana, South America. I now live in Queens, New York, Ozone Park, 11416. I'm the mother of two, and I'm a divorcee. Let's dive into this message that I want to talk to you guys about real quick. And this message basically goes across the board for every one of us. Always remember, never, ever to fear a lie. Never fear a lie. You see, a lie has a duration period. And that period doesn't go that long. Now, if you decide to give it fuel, well, then it will prolong long and long. But what makes it important to you as the person who is being lied upon is for you to always stand in your truth. Stand in your truth despite what is being said. The only reason I could say these things is based on experience. So I took the liberty this morning and I decided to do a little research as it relates to bullying and harassment. Now, for some people, or the judicial system may look at harassment through a different lens because they categorize and they deem harassment different from you who are enduring it. So in order to deal with a harassment case, you have to research. You have to come up with facts. You have to look at different cases and you have to map it. Because in the end, you're the person who's being harassed and abused. And nobody else is seeing it because you're the person who are actually enduring it. Now, what I've found is that victims of bullying who lost their lives, who give up on life, who decide to commit suicide, is 2 to 9. 2 to 9% that people would choose to commit suicide rather than face their aggressors or face their abusers or face the people who are telling these lies or putting out these false narratives. Many times people felt like if there is no hope, so they think the only way out is to give up on life. But many times, and then of course the abusers walk free as if they've done nothing. Including, there are people who are still on earth who have faced abuse and harassment, that their perpetrators are still walking free and the abusers have to sit and look at these people go on with their lives as if they have done nothing. That is the injustice in abuse and harassment. Now, legally, the courts would say to you, your situation does not deem legally fit to file an harassment case. So you ask the judicial system, what is legally fit for my pain and suffering? What is legally fit for a person who was abused and harassed? What is legally fit for that pain and suffering that us people have endured over the years? Judicial system would not see it fit in those cases. So in order for you to actually win cases like that, you have to do a lot of research. It's all about manifesting justice, okay? So ladies and gentlemen, this is not about giving up. Giving up means that people who decide that, I'm going to allow these abusers and these people who harass people to move on to the next victim and the next victim and the next victim. And they walk around like they have not done anything. And that's the injustice. Because there isn't a phrase in the judicial system for your form of abuse, but it is abuse. Okay? And a judge would tell you, listen, don't come to me with that, I'm going to throw your case out. So you need to do the research. But this is what I want to say. There is universal law that I'm solely believing that either way or the other, these people will get caught up. And sometimes they may not be caught from the left, but they will be caught from the right. They may not be caught through the east, but they will be caught through the west. But for you and I, who know what abuse and harassment is, we're not supposed to give up. We're not supposed to allow these people to walk free and find the next victim. Then we would not have served humanity and helped another person. We're not helping the cause. We're actually encouraging it. So today, as I research, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, which is the CDC, they're saying the leading cause of death is suicide. 2021 report revealed that it is suicide. Youngsters, and mainly focus on teens, young adults, and of course mature adults. Elderly people as well. So we ask now, when someone said that they are being harassed, and they produce the evidence of being harassed. Now, most of the times, a lot of people don't want to say it because the perpetrators and the abusers behind the scene have a narrative that she is crazy or he is crazy for what they're saying. That's the first phrase that they use. And they will find a reason or a time where you said something crazy and then the case is through the door. But that's what they want to put out there. What they have done is so undeniable, unbelievable, that when it comes out of your mouth, it could only be crazy, but it's actually facts. So I ask the judicial system, what is legally okay for a person to be harassed and to be told that your harassment is not duly noted, is not duly recognized? We don't care, because to us, it's not deemed harassment. So, yours and my pain and suffering in a judicial system is not being considered pain. It's not being considered suffering. But the people who have done it, in their twisted mind, in their delusional mind, they know they did it. And they walk scot-free. But they're not walking scot-free. They're walking in judgment. They're being judged. Not necessarily by the judicial system or a community, but they're being judged by a higher power. You see, every one of us have a boss. Every one of us. Despite how much money we got, despite what possession we have in life, we all have a boss. There's always someone higher than us. And we need to remember that. So I stand today and say, justice has to be served. It must be. And harassment, my harassment and abuse over the years will not go unpaid for. And I mean it. I'm not giving up until I get justice. I don't care what the judicial system say to me, because it's unfair for them to say to a person that your pain and suffering was not pain and suffering to them until it hit home, until it hit close to them. Well, then we all know. Let's stand for our justice and the pain and suffering we've endured over the years. Peace.